Good morning, friends and family. Today is day one on the John Muir Trail. And wow, it is off to a very challenging start. My plan for today is to hike from the very start, which is the Happy Isles trailhead in Yosemite Village. And I'm hoping to make it to Tuolumne Meadows. It's about 22 miles away and roughly 7,000 feet of elevation gain. I've already gone 7.3 miles, about 3,200 feet of elevation gain. It's 7:45 a.m. I started hiking at 4 a.m. this morning, trying to get a nice early start because I knew this was going to be a monster day. I'm hoping to do this in 11 or 12 days, which means I've got to hike 20 miles a day for 11 days straight. That is a massive challenge, and really that's why I'm doing it, is because I want that challenge. I've done plenty of 20-mile days, but I've never strung so many together in a row like that without taking a day off. I do not plan to take a zero. I'm just gonna hike straight through. I got one resupply coming up. It's called Muir Trail Ranch. It's around the 110-mile in, which is about halfway. And I mailed a resupply package there of food and supplies. So the good news is I'll be eating about 1.5 pounds of food every day, so every day the pack will get a little bit lighter. For those of you that don't know, the John Muir Trail is 211 miles starting in Yosemite Village and ending on top of Mount Whitney. Of course, you have to get off of Mount Whitney. That's another 10 or 11 miles. So all total, including the hike down to Muir Trail Ranch, I expect this to be 225, 226, 227 miles, something like that. I have 2 weeks off of work, so I just want to see if I can get this done in 2 weeks, including the drive back to Arizona. So this is day one. Let's go. Caught in a little rainstorm right now. I'm under a little bitty tree. It's keeping me basically dry. I'm just trying to decide if this is gonna stop or what, but uh-oh, it's hail. Oh crap. This little tree is helping, but it ain't helping all the way. God darn it. Man, it's scary. Wow. Guess that's the Sierra Nevada's way of saying welcome to the JMT. I'm at 9,127 feet right now. Man, it's close. Shoot. I'm from the desert. I don't know how to deal with rain. What are we supposed to do? Just go walk in it? That's what I'm gonna do. I threw a cover on my pack. I do have a liner in there, but I stuffed so much stuff into my 55-liter pack that I couldn't close the liner. So I thought, you know what? I'm bringing the cover too. Shoot. I don't want anything getting wet in there, that's for sure. I've got my clothes in a dry bag, but that's it. I couldn't fit those in there either. Man, this is fun. The struggle is real. The struggle is absolutely real. Forget it, let's go. Ooh. I can find another tree to hunker down under if I need to. There's plenty. Man, the storm's right above me. I don't really know what to do. I'm in the tree line. Oh, crap. All right. I don't know. I guess I just stand here. There's a million trees to get hit by lightning. Hopefully doesn't hit the one I'm under. Oh man, this sucks. Oh Jesus. Whoa! Well, that was it. That was about a 45-minute storm. The blue skies are back. Wow, that was scary. Another storm is on top of me. Hopefully it doesn't last long because this is getting old, man. This is really slowing me down though. I've gone 17 miles right now. I've already climbed 6,500 feet, so I think I only have about 500 feet left for the day, and that's it, which is nice. And that's gonna be my hardest day, I believe. I mean, who knows? If I gotta catch rain every day, I don't know. When we were rolling into Yosemite yesterday, man, it was awesome. Seeing El Capitan for the first time and Half Dome. There were waterfalls.
One waterfall behind us.
But I was sure glad to get out of there. It was so crowded. It sucks. With a capital S. A few hours ago I was dripping with sweat. Now I can't hardly feel my toes and fingers. I thought it was slowing down. It's speeding up. Good grief. are at the end of the day. I went 23 miles, just under 7,000 feet of elevation gain, but the the real story has been the weather. I started hiking at 4 in the morning and had great weather until about 10:30 in the morning. It started raining and hailing and lightning and thunder, and it didn't stop until just right about now, 6:45 p.m. I managed to get my tent up and got in, but unfortunately, all my hiking clothes are sopping wet. Even my puffy jacket, which is the warmest thing that I have, got wet because I crammed so much into my pack I couldn't close my liner all the way, and that dang bear can just takes up too much space. And I didn't think it'd be a big deal because I have a pack cover, but somehow water got in there, so my puffy is soaking wet. So that's the warmest thing I have. And I was literally shivering trying to get to the end of this day. My feet are destroyed. I got blisters. I never get blisters, but it's hiking with wet feet. It doesn't work for me. It's one of the three things that will convince me to never do it again. Wet feet, shivering cold, and wet clothes or wet sleeping bag really would kill it for anyone, I think. But I'm lucky that my sleeping clothes, which is base layers and mid layers, and my sleeping bag, they're dry, so I'll be able to sleep tonight. But so you guys know I have this Garmin InReach, and one of the cool features of the InReach is I can get a forecast no matter where I am. So even if I'm up in the mountains, I'm at 9,600 feet right now, 23 miles from Yosemite. This forecast isn't the same as Yosemite Village. Obviously, they didn't get rain and lightning and hail all day, but we did. So I got the extended forecast for where I am for this area. And what happened today, it looks like we're going to have 4 days of that in a row. And that won't work for me. There's no way I could do it. I couldn't do it one more day, to be honest with you. I can handle a couple hours of showers, but this was different. It just wouldn't stop, and there's no chance to dry anything. If you're going to get this every single day, my clothes are never going to get dry, and that's just the worst kind of backpacking, being cold and wet. So it pains me to have to quit because I literally have been trying to get a permit to do this for a couple years now. I know I was really challenging myself to try to get this done in 14 days. All the other hikers that I talked to today, they're all bailing. They're all going to try to get rides into town, and they'll hang out for 3 or 4 days and then they'll come back out. But I don't have that luxury. I just have a couple weeks off of work, so I either hike 20 miles a day and get it done in 11 or 12 days, or I got to pull the plug. So I think Mother Nature and the weather has decided that this trip is over. Let's not go. Oh shoot. At least I'm safe. I'm warm. I'm getting warm. I still can't feel my feet right now. They are so cold. But I've had a little bit to eat, and I'm feeling better about it. It actually is a good thing that the weather is so bad, because it's an easy decision. I don't really have a choice here. No one really should be in that weather, and me particularly. I'm from Arizona. We don't know how to handle rain right. 100-degree heat, I got that. Soaking wet feet for 4 days, nope, not for me. I will be back, no doubt about it. Maybe I'll wait until I can get a little bit more than 2 weeks off, and make it a little bit less strenuous, or at least give me an opportunity to wait out any really, really difficult stormy situations. I don't know. Good morning. Just left the backpacker camp at Tuolumne Meadows, and I want to make one pit stop at the ranger station. I just want to have them give me the weather report one more time, because this is really hard to bail. The sun's out for the time being. It's not going to last, but I need to dry everything in my pack. It's waterlogged. I bet it weighs 50 pounds right now. This has been a really valuable lesson. I love the idea of trying to knock this out in 11 or 12 days, but I didn't take into account how severe these storms might get. There's just no hiking in that, you know? And if I've got 4 days of that, I know there's no chance I'm gonna make it. And while I'm on a road, if I'm bailing, this is the time to bail. Plus I can save these vacation days and come back and do this some other time. I just want to say good morning as I tuck tail and get out of here before the next storm hits. It's always an adventure. I hitched a ride into Mammoth Lakes, and I was able to find a piece of cardboard, and I made a sign that said Lone Pine, and probably around 100 cars passed me by, and I started thinking, maybe I'm not going to get a ride until I walk all the way to Highway 395. And just when I thought all hope was lost, these wonderful ladies in a Tesla, of all things, a nice car, picked me up. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, hi. My name is Prema. We are hiking to Mount Whitney today.
Awesome.
Attempting Mount Whitney. Well, this is Aparna. Nice to meet him. I think I can proudly say now that I know someone who is a YouTuber plus a backpacker. I'm listening to past 1 hour, I should say, to all his amazing stories. I'm really impressed.
Oh, great.
So I'm gonna get your contact.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. From now on. So you heard it first. If you are two ladies and you're in a nice car, feel free to pull over and pick up a stranded hiker. I mean, they don't seem to have a problem with it. It's safe. All right, so I just got to Lone Pine. Had an absolutely wonderful ride. What a great hitch that was. That was the nicest car I've ever been picked up in. But luckily, I wasn't out here very long, so I didn't smell too bad. A lot of fun. The good news is those ladies are doing some shopping in town, and if I don't get a ride, they said to call them and they'll get me up there. So I'm not stuck, but I made this sign right here, and I'll just flash it to anybody that goes by. And if, I'm assuming I'll get a ride, but I don't know who's going to be going up there. The storm is here. I have a bad feeling if I don't get a ride here in a few minutes, I'm not going to go outside of town, actually. I was going to start walking, but look. If that opens up on me and I'm starting, no one's definitely going to pick me up if I'm stopping wet. Yeah, instead of walking, I think I'll just stay over here by town. That way, if it starts raining, I could just hunker in. Hopefully people are going that way. I just don't know. Let's see. What can I say? Sucks. I guess I'll just say that. This really sucks, you know. I'm really bummed. I'm really bummed that this is happening, but I'll be back. Don't worry. Take care, everybody.